records at that time. We came up with the solution that for about a dozen years, while I was doing 90% of all the putting the block walls in the existing walls, fireproofing them, I had close to 1,000 rabbits in there. I was an agricultural purpose building.
Okay.
And they had no jurisdiction over an agricultural use building.
Okay, good
so
for you. I volunteer at the Humane Society. I love animals, so I'm glad you're taking care of animals.
So, I mean, and that followed from having rabbits when I was 4-H and college and everything else. We've always had rabbits.
Okay.
And the fact is, you can one of the strange things is those bunch of rabbits. The gas meter was sitting there.
Okay.
And those rabbits burrowed under the foundation. We had, at one time, you could stick your hand in here and get 3-4 nests of babies.
Okay.
And, what's today? Today's Friday?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, at 11 o'clock in the morning, I pulled my truck down there where the white truck is.
Okay.
And I saw a turkey walking coming across my building. And I got a picture of it. One up this hill, one up this way.
Okay, cool.
And our game cam, which are actually our surveillance people.
Okay.
Actually picked up. We got deer in here about once a month.
Okay, I'm not surprised about that. Yeah.
But that was the first turkey we've seen, and we actually had fox come through here.
Okay.
So this little area where the power station is, that blocked area, that little wooded area, even though it's a big drop off there, it's enough for that wildlife.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest problem here is obviously because of River Street down there. When I had the rabbits here, I had a big possum problem coming up eating food.
Okay, yeah.
Now, since obviously I don't have the rabbits, I don't have the food source, I don't have any possums.
Okay.
But that was my biggest problem. Never rats.
Okay.
Possums.
Okay.
Because of the River Street.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 30 years ago, 25 years ago or so.
Okay.
All the little things about the history about the place.
Very cool. Very cool.
There's probably lots to say about this.
Well,
yeah. See these 4 windows here?
Yes.
Okay. I understand that everything inside has been 2-hour firewall. The only thing I got to do inside is actually put up 3 fire doors. So outside of that, this is the last construction, and I got red tag.
Okay.
Well, I heard these allergies with the zoning and everything else. This place a window does not need a building permit. They red tagged me, and then I couldn't because, building permit's not needed, but why am I red tagged? So these 4 windows were never finished only because of a red tag that they said I didn't, building permit I didn't need. Obviously, I have other windows to replace now, but
Yeah.
but you can't argue that window is there, to replace that with the same way.
Sure.
Because I guess they claimed I was changing something. Well, windows are changing that way.
Okay.
Truck up here, that 12-foot ladder goes up to the window, and I crawl in.
Okay.
That's, as of last week, that's our only access to the building.
Okay.
Until we get it totally fire-proof. Then, obviously, Thanksgiving break-in where I had some sprinkler pipe in this building, sprinkler the whole building.
Okay.
We got good water pressure here. The thieves got in there and they just threw it out one of the back windows. It was all on the ground and they were loading it up. From that point, my sister obviously was here for close to 7 months constantly. But the fire department's been in there and they obviously wanted to see it cleaned up and everything else. And we finally went through a whole appeals process and it came down to the last thing was certain hours. And I appealed that to the public safety person. And that public safety person never replied.
Okay.
So I am restricted. Only contractors can be at almost like I am now a licensed building contractor in Summit County in Akron.
Do you have a good lawyer? Okay. All your dealings with the city, sounds like you might want to get a good lawyer.
That can get expensive. Yeah, I got a good lawyer, but I reserve him for more important things.
Okay.
One of the big issues here that really this building virtually almost came to a stop stop except for minimal. And all the brickwork I've done here was perfect because I had a mason guy that actually worked for me, was an electrician way back then, but he was a union mason guy. Anytime he would be slow in the winter, hey, I've got a place for you to come work.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was able to keep his people busy whenever he was slow, and I always had windows to be boarded up, or we always had work for him. If he had 3 or 4 days, he could get a project done in here. So I got it done. I mean, not at the high profit margin,
Sure.
but he was keeping his people busy. He had 3 or 4 employees, and he was able to keep busy, and it was nice work kind of stuff here. We got a tow motor in there, moving stuff around. It wasn't like you needed a lot of manpower to move stuff around, and so that helped a lot, getting a lot of the inside construction done.
Okay.
So everything was done basically, no loans or nothing else. It was just cash. Well, how much cash did we generate that year? We popped it right back in this building.
Very cool. Very cool.
So got a lot, and actually the last part of the roof on this one here, I told you the transit roof on there. We were about 30 feet from the end. My dad was cranking them screws because it was strange metal up there. He had his first heart attack. And that piece of roof never got finished.
Okay.
And that's been over 10 years ago that he had his first heart attack.
Very cool.
And I don't want to really. It's the metal's still there and it's intact, but doesn't have the insulation and everything else. It's just one of those projects I never wanted to finish.
Okay. Very cool. Well, I'm Lawrence Fries from Akron American. I'm here with Joel Helms, and I got a nice history of the J. Helms building. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Pisses me off because I had a metal sign here
Okay.
that was Portage Iron and Wire. Somebody stole it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find if I have any pictures. I would want to duplicate that.
I hope you do. I
I don't know if you saw it back on the railroad track. It's still painted.
I did. I took a picture of that last time I came by
That's
there.
40 years old. I don't know what quality paint they